mentioned at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
22-yard line.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Matt Ryan sacked. A loss at 7 yards.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Pettis. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers continue to roll. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kick is
Gostkowski, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Falcons 3. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another carry now for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between.
And he's going guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mendoza on 1st down, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. 45.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Looking sideline, incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Mendoza. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4.
It's a game.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw is Mendoza, operating from the gun, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, 49ers.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And his kick is good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. To throw again is Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones.
Ryan's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again, Ryan. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Falcons 6.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gurley.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Niners, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for